The billionaire, tired of fake smiles and relationships built on status, decides to disappear from his world of luxury and influence. Disguised as a poor homeless man in worn-out clothes, he walks through the same streets where his name once commanded respect. But this time, no one recognizes him. The doors that once opened instantly now close in his face. People avoid eye contact. Some whisper insults. Others treat him as if he is invisible. He visits small shops, restaurants, and public places, quietly observing how differently the world responds when wealth is stripped away. The experience is painful, but revealing. He begins to understand how harsh and judgmental society can be toward those who appear to have nothing. Then he meets a struggling mother and her young daughter. Despite having very little themselves, they notice his hunger and exhaustion. Instead of turning away, they offer him warm food, a seat at their modest table, and kind words filled with sincerity. The little girl smiles at him without fear or hesitation, seeing not poverty, but a human being in need. They do not ask for his background, they do not expect repayment, their compassion is natural and pure. In that small, humble home, the billionaire witnesses something more valuable than all his wealth: genuine humanity. And in that moment he realizes that true character is not measured by status, but by how we treat those who seem to have nothing to give in return. Unaware of who he truly is, the mother and her daughter see only a tired, hungry man standing before them. They do not hesitate, even though their own lives are filled with struggle and uncertainty. With the little they have, the mother prepares a simple meal and insists he eat first. The food is modest, yet it carries warmth, care, and sacrifice, because it means less for them, but comfort for a stranger in need. They offer him a safe place to rest for the night, clearing a small corner of their humble home. The daughter brings him a blanket, her innocent concern shining through her gentle actions. There is no fear in her eyes, only empathy. She speaks to him kindly, asking if he is cold or tired, as if he were family rather than a stranger. Throughout his stay, they treat him with dignity and respect. They listen to his words, speak to him politely, and never make him feel like a burden. They do not ask where he comes from or what he can give them in return. Their kindness is instinctive, driven not by wealth, status, or reward, but by humanity. For the billionaire, every small gesture leaves a deep impact. Accustomed to being respected for his power and money, he is now valued simply as a human being. In that quiet home, surrounded by poverty but filled with compassion, he realizes that the purest kindness comes from hearts that expect nothing, and that such selfless love is more powerful than any fortune. When the billionaire finally decides to reveal his true identity, the moment is filled with emotion and disbelief. Standing in the same humble room where he was once welcomed as a stranger, he removes the disguise that hid his wealth and status. The mother and daughter stare in shock, struggling to understand how the quiet, weary man they cared for is actually one of the most powerful figures in the city. At first, they feel embarrassed, worried that they might have done something wrong. But he quickly reassures them. With gratitude in his voice, he explains that their kindness was not just helpful, it was life-changing. In a world where many treated him with respect only because of his money, they had treated him with dignity when they believed he had nothing. Their simple act of compassion becomes a turning point. He offers them support, a better home, education for the daughter, financial security, not as charity, but as a reward for their pure hearts. Yet the transformation goes beyond material change. For the billionaire, the experience reshapes everything he thought he knew about trust and loyalty. He realizes that true respect cannot be bought, and genuine relationships are built on character, not wealth. In helping them, he finds something he had long been missing: authentic human connection. What began as a test of society ends as a lesson for his own heart, proving that what truly matters in life cannot be measured in money but in kindness.